अभी कल I was preparing to go to office, and I was cleaning up my shave, and even I tried to clean up the hair on my earlobes, and then I went into a shower. So when I went into the shower, I felt a little sting because of the soap and maybe water. So I must have nicked my earlobe, and then I started laughing. And I started laughing in the shower while standing there and the water running over me. And I had a good laugh. So what I said, लोग तो दूसरों के कान काटते हैं, बता मैं तो साला तुम अपना ही कान काट दिया. So it sounded funny to combine a metaphor with the actual situation in a hypothetical and of course a light-hearted way. But then it set me thinking also that possibly after 10 minutes or half an hour, I will not even feel anything. My skin will heal. And then I thought maybe I must have bit my lip or hurt my gum or the inside of my cheek by eating or chewing something hard, or cut myself, with the shaving blade hundreds of times in my 65, 66 years. But then, do you remember those things? And do those incidents of minor cuts and bruises and all, do they last? They may show up as something which is possibly a mark on your skin, but आपके मुंह के अंदर दांत में इधर उधर वो तो पता भी नहीं चलता. So I thought that sometimes we blow up our small things in our life also so much that we will not we will take a very wrong lesson from that. And we get upset, we get worried. But then things do not last long, the effects do not last long. We have a very great capability of healing ourselves, healing our body, and healing our mind, emotions. So, this is what I feel one should take a lesson from this small funny incident that you have cut your own ear. But the point is that cut will heal in no time. Similarly, anything in your life, it will heal. And then there is a very important concept, 10-10-10. They say anything which is troubling you, anything which you are concerned about, just think how it will look after 10 minutes, or after 10 days, after 10 months, and maybe after 10 years. So whatever appears big to you now, you may you may bite your lip and you may not be able to eat anything for 3 days, but thereafter you will be alright. You may nick your skin while shaving and you may feel awkward for half an hour or 1 hour. You will be alright next day. You will again be able to shave. So this is what I feel one should keep in mind. So you should not worry about these small issues unnecessarily. And if you live right, the big issues will not come. So living right means first of all looking after your health. So वो कहते हैं ना कि पहला सुख निरोगी काया. So if your health is there, only then you can enjoy anything else or everything else. And that's why it is said health is wealth. Actually हमारे जो मुहावरे हैं, हमारे जो sayings हैं, जो wisdom वाले small little sentences हैं, they have a lot of meaning. लेकिन in the rush of living and the rat race for survival, we do not pay attention to those things. So if your health is good, if you look after your health, so health में आपका physical health है and mental health है. Physical health is you have to eat good nutritious food, you have to have exercise, you have to maintain your hygiene, and you have to make sure that you do not get into any risky situation. Similarly, you have to have a calm mind, a peaceful existence, ethical living, and societal responsibility. Your mental health will be taken care of. So the point is that most of the times we are looking for external validation for our conduct, and that external validation is rewards, promotions, big events which we like to celebrate, and we are waiting for those things and we are forgetting to enjoy the journey and enjoy our own work, our own process of growing, our own evolution. I remember a teacher of mine, whenever I used to do something good or solve a tricky question or make a good drawing. So in the school he used to say, lift up your right hand, cross it over to your left shoulder, pat yourself 3 times and say, well done, Balraj. So give yourself a pat, feel good about yourself, and then do not wait for others to recognize your efforts or your achievements. You know what you have done. And if you are confident, if you are, successful in your own internal world, the external world will recognize that. So this is something which we all need to take into account. Do not wait for external validation. Work based on your values, your ethics, and your own standard which you set for yourself. They have to be better than the accepted standards in your own mind, and only then you will be able to achieve whatever you want. Maybe it will be delayed, but then it will come. Whatever you want, whatsoever you want. Take it from me. Talking of teachers, most of us feel the need of being told what to do, being guided. So we hope to be guided by our teachers, our parents, our elders, our mentors, our coaches, our guides, our bosses. But then I very strongly feel that we can teach ourselves, and that method is by observing the behavior of others. I was always a very avid reader. So whenever I used to go to my relative's place in Narayangad or in Yamunanagar or in Chandigarh or Sandora or anywhere, so I used to search for the books in their house. कई बार 3 साल पुरानी सरिता, कभी मनोहर कहानियां, कभी धर्मयुग उस समय की जो होती थी, सो वो मैं सारी पढ़ देता. Similarly, whenever we used to get anything from the market, so उस समय you may know बड़े बड़े वो पेज वाले आते थे मैगजीन्स. एक इलस्ट्रेटेड वीकली ऑफ इंडिया आता था और एक धर्मयुग आता था. सो उनके बड़े बड़े पेज होते थे. सिमिलरली न्यूज़पेपर, तो उसके लिफाफे बनाया करते थे दुकानदार और उन लिफाफों में सामान डाल के भेजते थे. सो whenever I used to, I'm talking of when I was in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th class. So I used to, whenever get something, I used to open that big lifafa from the, wherever they had folded and pasted, and then straighten the page and then read the whole thing, both sides. Even when I realized when I was walking and I used to find some bloody paper floating by in wind, I used to catch that paper and read it. So this is how I took a lot of lessons for myself. Because whatever is written is experience of people, and then there will be varied experiences of various situations. There may be some direct lesson, there will be indirect lesson, there will be some kind of a situational awareness. So that was one. The second aspect which I always followed is observing others' behavior and always calibrating that if this behavior is not appearing good to me, so I should not adopt this. If I already have it, I should drop it. I should change myself. I should modify. And if it is good, then I should take it up. So we learn so much from the people who are around us. That's why they say, agar you become somebody like the 5 people who are around you or who you are around with most of the times. Because unconsciously, subconsciously, you pick up those habits. But the point is, the trick is to pick up the habits consciously. You decide, okay, I want to pick up this habit and I want to drop this habit. Like I'll tell you, when I was a young officer, one day, after a lot of exercise, PT, after that we went into this thing. It was summers, and then there was some outdoor training and something, and then I must have had lunch, and then my CO came, and he was sitting in the vehicle, and then on the left side, and I leaned over to him and I explained to him something, what is going on. So I could see some little twitch on his face. So suddenly I realized maybe my breath is smelling of the lunch that I had on the firing range. So I asked him, sir, I hope I'm not smelling. So what he said, he says, ट्रेनर ही अपने घोड़े के पसीने की स्मेल को सहन कर सकता है. And he said, nothing to worry, don't worry. But the point is, I took that lesson. Then similarly, when I was again young officer sitting in the office and all, and the Jawans will come, JCOs will come, and after having taken their lunch, and then they have all the onions and piyaz and mooli and whatnot, and then they come, they're smelling across the table, and I had to tell them, please go brush your teeth and come. Somebody will smoke and he will be smelling of tobacco. So the point is, I have taken a lesson of that. I brush my teeth after every meal. And then I had a boss who used to, swirl water in his mouth after taking tea. Immediately after taking tea. So I asked him, I said, अभी आपने गरम चाय पी है, अभी आप पानी का घूंट पी रहे हो, तो he says ये चाय का ना टेस्ट मुंह में रह जाता है, then you start feeling a little bit stale kind of a taste in your mouth and smell. So when you just wash it down with this thing, your mouth gets clean. So this is what I do now. So these good habits you can pick up and observe, analyze and adopt. So this is all for today, and I will only leave with a message that you should believe in yourself. You are complete in all its forms. This human creature, human body which has been created is perfect. Nature is perfect. Everything in your body and mind works without any glitch, unless you get it into you. So it is said that health is natural, well-being is natural, happiness and josh and umang and excitement is natural, effortless. लेकिन बीमार होने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, तकलीफ में होने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. So if you have been neglecting yourself over years, If you have been wallowing in self-pity, getting inside your brain and living there unhappily, it is time now to change that. Look after yourself. You are God's creature, and God always wanted you to be happy, healthy, and satisfied. Do not be sad, do not be worried, do not be unhappy, do not be disappointed. Live the life the God wanted you to live. The nature wanted you to live. Your genetic combination wanted you to live. Your hormones wanted you to live. Just know the difference of how to make yourself healthy and happy and how not to make yourself miserable and sad. Take care. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.